life was really hard. It got really complicated. I had a lot of family problems. I was in with peers that were putting a negative influence on my life instead of a positive influence. I strayed down the wrong path a lot of the times, and I just wasn't into making a better life for myself. It helped me with learning responsibility and starting to trust. With those animals, you have to basically look at it as starting from the ground up, so you're building trust with not only yourself but with another living thing, which could be anything. It could represent your peers or your family. You're taking care of that animal, and you have to take care of yourself, so you have to build that responsibility up. Trusting, that's a big one. You have to learn to trust yourself in situations that you may not know how to get out of. You have to trust that you know what to do, and I think that's a big part of the horsemanship program. Not only that it's fun and enjoyable, but it teaches you some valuable lessons along the way. So working on the ranch, daily activities would include water irrigation, feeding the cows, feeding the horses, pipelining in the mountains even. We would take care of the pigs, check fences, welding sometimes, and automotive. Working on the ranch, it was definitely a great experience. I like being outdoors. For me, working on the ranch, it taught me to kind of have some responsibility and take part and be a part of the community, and I thought that was a wonderful thing to be a part of. We always go grocery shopping, and we do help the neighbors mow lawns or pull weeds, stuff that they can't really do. For most of the part, all of the citizens of Escalante, they are very polite and they're very understanding. They know about the ranch and what you're going through. They do their best to keep you on track. They know about the rules, and they know what's right and wrong for you to be doing. And I think that also has some accountability in it. Other people are looking out for you, but I also think that could be justified, and you need to be knowing what's right from wrong too, instead of having other people tell you all the time. So the community is very helpful in many ways. Very nice people. I became a lifelong member of a family that I won't forget. I learned life skills here that I have used back home. I struggled to find those back home because I wasn't sure how to put them to good use, but what they teach you here is a lot more valuable than what your friends can teach you back at home. Some of the benefits included coping skills, anger problems, how to deal with family, communication, and how to deal with my peers, and also relationships as well. So when I went home, I got to use a lot of the skills that I learned here back at home with not only my family, but my peers and with relationships. I learned, some of the major ones that I learned was responsibility and trust, which I put on myself. So I took the responsibility to finish high school, the determination to go to college, responsibility to own up to my own problems with my family and friends. I had to start trusting all over again. It's great. Honestly, I couldn't be more happier to be home with my family and doing well. It was a struggle at first to be home, and it was a struggle to get used to everything. But now that I look back on it, it was all worth it in the end, and my family and I couldn't be doing any better. It's a great experience from whenever you leave and then look back to see the person you were, and then it kind of transform you. So Turnabout Ranch is full of life skills, tools to use outside of home, and I believe that no matter if you have all your skills in order, you could always benefit from having somebody else teach you a few more. Turnabout Ranch is a family-oriented place. They look out for you, they take care of you like you're their own, and they teach you all the skills that you need to kind of survive out in the world after you get home. And I'd recommend it to anybody. I'd say that you can't necessarily focus on whether or not your kid is going to despise you, but you have to focus on what it's going to do for them in the long run, whether it's college, high school, a job, a future, whether it's having friends or being able to interact with both families in a calm environment. I'd kind of just look at the bigger picture of that and ask yourself, what do you want for your kid? Because this program is what gives your kid all the tools he or she will need to succeed. My advice to you younger ones would be to always work as a team. Don't take anybody for granted. Don't take your life for granted, because it can always end up in a different spot. Take action on what you say you're going to do. Complete your goals. Don't try and fake it to make it, because that's not helping you out, and that's not helping your family out either. Be real with yourself, and you'll do just fine. They were a big aspect of my wellness. They were a big role in me getting home safely and me having a future to look forward to. If it wasn't for them, I probably don't know where I would be. I wouldn't be graduating college. I'd kind of be a failure at life, and to me, that's just not how I want to go out. And the staff that mostly taught me how to take accountability and look out for myself would probably be Joy. She's a mother here at the Turnabout family, and she really just plays that role. And if you're feeling lonely and you feel like you're just so far away from your family, she gives you that comforting feeling. And she's part of why I wanted to come back, because I needed that reminding that everything is still okay and you're doing good. You've done good, and I just miss it here so much. Love it.